And we are back for the featured race in week 4 with Stefan Forge on the pole. Stefan Forge is in first. Javier Vasquez second. Eric Belmont third. Eagle fourth. Justice fifth. Tyler Grimm sixth. Stephen Waters seventh. David Stone eighth. OJ ninth. Matt Henderson 10th. Bobby Brownstone 11th. Mitchie O'Brien is in 12th. Tanner Pitts 13th. Bobby Leo Moxon 14th. Tom Creek 15th. Ricky 16th. Morningstar 17th. Harry 18th. Lizzie 19th. And Steve Bird 20th. That is your field for your featured race. It should be a good one. There's a lot of great drivers in this field. And the pace car comes off. And the green flag is out. As we saw in the heats 1 and 2, the driver on the pole always got off to a quick start, and that is so far the case for Stefan Forge. He is trying to pull away. Javier second, and Eric Belmont in third, followed by Eagle Mondavi in fourth. As Tyler Grims is side by side with Justice Blackwell, this is a battle for fifth. Can Tyler get past him on the outside? And he does not. And we have a wreck, it seems like. As Ricky Bobby, there's cars all over the place. I see Lizzie McGlover involved. Let's try to get a better view. The caution is not out, so we are still racing. The 8 goes out. Tanner Pitts is in a wreck. Also involved. And Mitchie O'Brien also comes off the course. Man, that is disastrous for some of these drivers, but the caution did not come out. And we are still racing. As 3 cars are in the pits, Lizzie McGlover is still out there. She was also involved. But it doesn't seem like it suffered enough damage to come out, to go into the pits. So she is still out there racing. And Stefan Forge is still your leader, followed by Javier in second. Well, that was a wild sequence of events to start this race. Eric Belmont is in third. And he had a great heat number 1. He had a lot of speed, so we'll see what he can do in the featured race. As we see Justice Blackwell in 5th, Tyler Grims is right there trying to pick his spot, see if he can get by the 024. As we see the number 40 on the pits, in the pits right now, the 027's in the pits, and the number 8 is also in the pits. We'll see if they can get back out on the track before the race is over. Stefan Forge holding his own so far. He's trying to get his first win of the season. And now we see Ricky come out of the pits. So he's going to give it a go. with some damage to that car. But the top two have pulled away slightly from the third car. Eagle Mondavi in fourth. Let's go a rundown of the field. Justice Blackwell in fifth as he tries to go into the inside of Eagle. Did not work. Tyler Grims in sixth, having a good run so far today. Steven Atwater's in seventh. He's been having a good season. And there's David Stone still putting together some great laps. Those last few weeks, man, he's been pretty fast. And he is currently in eighth. And here's your points leader in the standings, OJ. He is in ninth. And Matt Henderson is running in the top 10. Good showing for him as well. Bobby Brownstone in 11th. And Bobby Leo Moxon in 12th. Tom Krieg in 13th. And Harry in 14th. Morningstar in 15th. Morningstar had a good heat one. Struggling in a featured race. Steve Bird in 16th. And Lizzie McGlover in 17th. She was involved in that incident in the start of the race. And Ricky is in 18th. And Mitchie is back out on the track in 19th. And Tanner Pitts is still in the pits trying to get that car back out on the track. But Stefan Forge continues to lead. As we still have plenty of laps to go in this one. Great run for the 96 so far as we're 10 laps into this race. But will they have traffic? That's one of the questions, moving deeper into the race. Will there be some traffic because of these incidents? There might be some traffic. And we have a battle for third as even Navi's trying to pass Eric on the outside. As they're side by side going into five. And the three gets very loose. And he actually loses another position. And Justice Blackwell moves into fourth. So he got wide in that turn or got loose there and just lost some positions there. Can Eagle catch up to the second place, the number 7? It's been a great race so far. There's Tyler Grims in 6th. Let's right on board the number 051. As you see, there's a lapped car now. That's what I was talking about earlier. That could cause some issues during a race as these cars got to get by. And that's actually Tanner Pitts there. So everyone's trying to find a spot to get by him. Well, Stefan Forge, still your leader. Seems to slightly have pulled away from the number 7. But a great run for him so far. Back in third is Eagle. He's trying to catch up to the top 2. But we still have plenty of time to go. And Eagle has been pretty consistent so far this season. He is currently third in points. He's 6 points back from OJ. Well, OJ is your points leader. He is currently in the 9th position. So he continues to put together some great weeks. Always making the feature race, usually finishing in the top 5, top 10. He hasn't won yet, but he is very consistent, and that's what you want to be. And Bobby Brownstone, he is currently in 11th, and he is 4th in the standings. But I think Tanner Pitts was 5th. Yes, he's 5th in the standings, and man, he's having a rough go today in the featured race, so this is going to hurt him in the points. As we see Ricky trying to get by the 027. And now it looks like Javier has gained some ground in the 96. You know, this race is double the length of the heats. So the heats were 15, this is 30. So who can manage these tires in the long run? But can the 7 get by the 96? And as we see Eagle, he's also seems to be gaining some ground. He's not too far behind as we see a battle for 8th. As David Stone moves up to 8th. Now we see Tyler Grims trying to battle as well. Stephen Atwater's up to 6. So everyone trying to pick their spots and try to take over a position when they can. But Forge has not pulled away, but he is still in the lead. As we still have 14 laps to go. But there is no traffic up ahead, so they're clear on that aspect. I don't think they'll see any traffic by the end of the race. But your top 10 is Stefan Forge first, Javier second, Eagle third, Justice fourth, Eric fifth, Steven sixth, Tyler seventh, David eighth, OJ ninth, and Matt Henderson round out your top 10. And it seems like Eagle continues to slightly gain some ground on the top 2. There's Justice Blackwell in 4th. As we see Eric, she's trying to get by him on the outside, but it does not work. Seems like he just gets too wide. And it causes him to lose some ground. As we have 11 laps to go. Stefan Ford still has not been able to pull away from the number 7. Stefan would love to get a win. He is currently 38 points back from the leader in the standings. He's in 9th. So this would be big for him. Can he hold on to the lead? The next week we head back. We go back to oval racing. We'll be at Myrtle Beach. So if somebody's strong today, they got to make the best of it. If they're strong in the road course, he's got to take advantage and try to finish well. As we have 9 laps to go. As we see Eagle Mondavi, he continues to slightly creep closer and closer. Does he have enough time to catch him before the end of the race? But he is definitely gaining some ground, so he might make a race of this. It might be a 3-car race instead of a 2-car race. He's definitely wheeling that car. And we have a battle for 5th as Eric and Steven Waters. Now Tyler Grims is trying to take advantage of a mistake that Steven did. Now this is for 6th. And Tyler Grims moves up a position. A little while ago, Steven was trying to battle for 5th. And now he is down to 7th. If you make a mistake taking that turn, you could easily lose a few positions. Now Tyler Grims makes the mistake and Steven takes that position right back. Now they're side by side crossing the stripe. And Grims gets into Steven Waters. He definitely got into him. And makes him spin out. Let's take a look from the top. As Tyler Grims just gets close and taps him on the left rear and just spins out the 077. But he is still on the track. No caution. We are still racing. But that's unfortunate for Steven. He is now 17th after he was just in 6th. Stefan Ford is still leading this race. They might have some words after this race, Tyler Grims and Steven Waters there. I mean, we are late in this race, so, you know, drivers tend to get more aggressive around this time. Can Stefan Ford hold on to the lead and win his first race this season? He has led this race from the beginning. Eagle Mondavi was gaining some ground, but it doesn't seem like the last few laps he's had anything to catch these guys. Then in fourth, you got Justice Blackwell. Fifth is Eric. Sixth, Tyler Grims. Seventh, David Stone. OJ's in eighth. And Matt Henderson up to ninth. And Bobby Brownstone is in 10th. But Stefan Forge continues to lead this race, as we'll have 2 laps to go this time by. All he needs to do is hold on for 2 more laps. And there's still no traffic up ahead, so they're good as far as traffic goes. Force just needs to have 2 more consistent laps. Actually make that 1 more. As the white flag is out, this is the final lap of the featured race. Whatever they did to that car during a bye week, as far as adjustments are concerned, man, they worked, because he was flying out the gate in the featured race. So this will be some great momentum for the 96. Especially, it helps a lot in points. As they round the last turn, Stefan Forge wins the featured race in week 4 at Charlotte. Javier finishes second, Eagle third, Justice Blackwell fourth, Eric fifth, Tyler Grimm sixth, David Stone seventh, OJ eighth, Matt Henderson ninth, Bobby 10th, Bobby Lil Moxon 11th, Tom Krieg 12th, Harry 13th, Morningstar 14th, Lizzie McGlover 15th, Steve Bird 16th, Stephen Waters 17th, Ricky 18th, Mitchie O'Brien 19th, and Tanner Pitts rounds out the field. But a great run for the 96 and the Apex Predator Racing Team. This was a great heat. I mean, besides that incident, I mean, it seems like tempers flared there. They got too aggressive, and that's all it takes to take someone out. But like I mentioned earlier, next week, it'll be week 5 when we head to Myrtle Beach. The heats are 25 laps. The featured race will be 50 laps. So that's we'll be back to oval, and I'm sure some drivers will be happy to get back to some oval racing. You know, some drivers just do not like road, and sometimes it's the opposite. Some drivers love road, and some hate oval. Um, and some drivers are just more, their builds are just more stronger on a road, or vice versa. Um, so we head to Myrtle Beach next week, and tomorrow we have multi-class be the first race of the day, and then we do 1987, and we're on a road course all week in the ESL. So it's all road course racing. It's going to be a fun week. I appreciate you guys coming out, supporting the league. I will see you guys next time.